Hey YouTube, what's up? So I'm just taking the bike out to test. I put this bar riser thing on, like 90 millimeters or something like that, and I put some extenders for my pegs on. I want to see how it feels standing up riding off road, so I'm gonna go over to the spot over here. I mean, just regular riding, it actually feels more comfortable. The bars are up higher, just right in front of me here. They're a little bit closer to me, you know, so almost like I'm sitting back a little bit more, not having to lean so far forward to get the bars, so they're just kind of right here in front of me. It's just a very slight bend in my elbow there. Yeah, no, this actually feels good. I like it. Can't say I feel too much of a difference with the pegs. I guess we'll have to see when I'm standing up over here. Yeah, I loosened up the suspension on the front here too, just to make it a little bit more forgiving on these off-road trails and stuff like that. Yeah, it feels a lot better. There is some slight like play, like just like a maybe not even a centimeter, but if you see that, I gotta figure out how to tighten that up so it doesn't move around at all. Yeah, I do notice a big difference just in sitting down riding, the difference in, I guess, geometry with the handlebars. I like it. I'm gonna be standing up right over here. Let's see how it feels here. Oh yeah, that's way better. It's kind of cool because right where my legs hit the seat, that's right where my knees are, so it makes it so I can grip onto that seat really good with my legs. Yeah, and I don't feel like I'm leaning over the handlebars now. Now I feel like I can almost stand straight up without leaning. I'm leaning a little bit forward, but yeah, that feels a lot better. You know, so it feels like I'm not putting so much weight on the front wheel. I'm actually able to lean back a little bit, put more of the weight on the back wheel there. I guess that's good for traction. I'm not sure. Yeah, when I came over here, I think it was yesterday or the day before or something, there was a snake right over here. I took a little bit of video footage of it in my phone, but yeah, it was like right here. It was blocking the path forward. Anyways, I'll actually cut that in right here so you can see some of the footage, but it was like sitting right here. Yeah, so just out on my daily ride here. I don't record every ride because you guys have already seen these spots, but I should, because yesterday there was a flock of deer right over here, and today there's this guy. Lucky I spotted him. I don't know what that is, but he has a triangle shaped head, so I'm pretty sure it's venomous. There's a lot of venomous snakes here. I don't think it's a rattlesnake. I don't see a rattle at the end there. Well, I'd like to get by. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, that should be good enough for me to get by. Yeah, and then maybe the day right before that, I was over here, riding right about right here, and there was a bunch of deers over there. I call them a flock of deers. I don't know, what is it, a group of deers, a clan of deers, a flock of deers? How do you say it? But yeah, they're like right over here munching. And then yeah, that was a few days ago. And then the same day I saw the snake, I was coming back, going the other direction, right on here, and there was something in the fucking woods right here making really loud noises at me, like, you know, I don't know what the hell it was. It was giving me a warning, whatever it was. I don't know if deers make that kind of noise when they're warning or what, but it didn't like me being around. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to tighten up this play in the handlebars. I don't like it. You know, I feel like I have a lot more control over the bike with the handlebars up and closer to me like this. I wonder if that's normal. Maybe it's because I'm not leaning on the handlebars so much, where I'm kind of just holding on to them, and the wheels, you know, more free to sort of react to the terrain without me, you know, getting in the way. That might be it. It's that a Black Hawk. You know, if you can see that, there's a Black Hawk flying right there. Yeah, when I was in the Army, I got to ride in a, what was it, an OH-58? I think that's what they're called, OH-58. They're like smaller helicopters, but they're fun as hell. And so where I was stationed or worked or whatever, there was some helicopter pilots there, right? And if you wanted to go to pilot school, you could sign up to, you know, go on a ride along, and basically they would try to make them sick. They would do 30-degree, you know, climbs and dives and shit, and do like fake engine failures mid-air. And you could, even if you weren't going to flight school, you could sign up to go along when they did that. So I signed up a couple times, and I was able to go up, and it was in California. It's really close to the Sierra Mountain Range, and yeah, they would go up there and they would fly through like the canyon areas and stuff like that. At a 30-degree dive, you're weightless, and at a 30-degree climb, you're double your weight. So they would get all crazy trying to get these guys sick to see, you know, if they had what it took. And I'd be in the back seat just fucking having a blast. Better than any roller coaster you'll ever be on, that's for sure. And then they went and they on one of the trips they landed on a mountaintop, and this was in summer, and it was still covered in snow because it was so high. But yeah, I got to open the door and pick up like a handful of snow, which was kind of stupid because it just melted. But yeah, so when you ever get an opportunity to go in a helicopter, they're pretty damn fun. I mean, they're not going to be doing crazy ass maneuvers like that and stuff, but see a bunch of turtles jumping in the water as I pass. Yeah, so anyways, there's a bunch of deer. The day I saw the deer, there's a guy walking his dog right over there, and I was like, look, there's a bunch of deer. He's like, yeah, we see them all the time. I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, there's deer. They come out about, you know, dusk, you know, maybe an hour or so before dusk. They come out in the clearings. I guess maybe they're eating grass. I don't know what they're doing. And there's a bunch of coyotes too in here. Yeah, you got deer and coyotes. And there's some, there's fish down here, because the water's pretty clear right now. You can see like a school of little fish. I don't know if you guys can see it. Actually, a pretty good sized school right there. But I've seen actually some bigger fish in there, maybe about that big. I think they're a bass. I couldn't really tell. They had like white tipped tails. What is that? It almost looks like some kind of, not eels, but rays. Like a freshwater ray or something. I don't think they have rays here. Or maybe it's a piece of trash. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and try to see if I can tighten these up, and then I can go back out. Yeah, so I think by the time this airs, you would have seen the We Code It video. So I should be picking up my skid plate not too long. I'll do a video on that. Even sitting down, for some reason, it feels a lot better than it did before. I feel more comfortable going like a little bit faster. Yeah, that was a good grade. Is putting these on here. You know, I'm sure the pegs are making a difference when I'm standing up. I mean, they have to be, because it's probably like 1.5 inches, 2 inches lower than it was before. Yeah, the geometry just feels better. I'm actually putting all the weight on like the pegs and like maybe a little bit on the handlebars. So I think just the center of gravity or something's different. But yeah, this feels much better. So if you're going to use these for off-road, I would suggest, you know, getting pretty much as high as you can with the handlebars and getting those peg extenders. The only thing about the peg extenders is you lose ground clearance a little bit. Oh, I don't know, do you? Let's see. Yeah, I guess you do. You do lose some ground. No, because you're still above the skid plate. No, so you're not. Okay, cool. Still in the works trying to get a bike from China. I'm building a website right now. I mean, I don't know who I'm going to partner with. I'm going to partner with somebody. There's these bikes that look pretty fucking badass, but I want to get my hands on it and review it, make sure it's, you know, of quality first. Something that's going to something that's going to compete with the Sur-Ron here. Yeah, so I don't like those grooves, like the tire track grooves, like in the mud here, because when you try to get out of it, you kind of get stuck. You have to hit it like at a real steep, like, you know, angle or something to pop out of it. Otherwise, you end up sliding around like that. Yeah, but anyways, there's a few brands I'm looking at. One of them's, you know, like super fucking badass, but you know, they're on the pricier side, so I'd have to retail them for like, I don't know, $8,000 maybe or something. Yeah, I'd probably have to, well, it's, yeah, $7,500, $8,000. I mean, but we're looking at, one, they have a 4-speed gearbox, which is cool. It's not nearly the same as having like a gearbox on a gas bike. So you can just put it in, say you want to ride it in 3rd gear. You put it in 3rd gear, you have to use the clutch to put it in 3rd gear, but you don't ever have to touch the clutch again. And then for the life of that bike, you can just leave it in 3rd gear. You know, the more torque you want, the lower the gear, the higher speed you're looking for, you can just put it in a higher gear, right? Or you could switch up and down, you know, through the gears. But anyways, it comes, that one, there's an option between a a 72 volt 50 amp hour, 72 volt 60 amp hour, and 72 volt 70 amp hour battery. I mean, 72 volt 70 amp hours, that's fucking ridiculous. You know, that's a lot of range. And you know, I've seen a few YouTube videos on them, but you know, not a whole hell of a lot. Those are the more expensive ones, and they come with like Fast Ace, fork standard. They have like the brakes are upgraded to actual like dirt bike brakes and stuff, and they're bigger. They're not small like this. You know, I'm not sure you can get away with it on, you know, riding on the streets and stuff like that in front of cops and shit like you can with this. But the other company I'm talking to right now, they have a direct competitor with this where it's small like this, same size basically, maybe a little bit bigger, but then it comes, everything's upgraded. So it comes with a 72 volt 50 amp hour battery stock. This one comes with a 60 volt, you know, 34 or 38 amp hour battery if you upgrade. It has a 12 kilowatt tune stock. It's got Fast Ace fork stock. It's got the brakes are dirt bike brakes stock, you know, and then it's got that 4-speed gearbox. So I mean, it's just far superior to Sur-Ron. You know, to get to that level with the Sur-Ron, you're gonna have to spend, you know, with the purchase of the bike, you're looking at, you know, $12,000 or something like that, 10 at least, right? Now this comes stock with all those upgrades, and it'll retail for, you know, at the very most $2,000 more than the Sur-Ron. I'm talking about the very most. It would retail at about $6,500, and it's, you know, far superior to the stock Sur-Ron for sure. But the problem is dealing with these people. I mean, in China, they're just not diligent in their communication. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm interested, so let's go. Now they're thinking about sending me a free sample, but it's holding up too long. Okay, it's like, if you can't send me a free one, then okay, how much can you give me one for? What's the best deal you can give me? Let's get this fucking going. I'm building the website and shit. I need to get this thing in my hand so I can review it and make sure it's worth, you know, selling. If I'm gonna put my name on it. Oh yeah. So anyways, all this is in the works. And then I started that podcast, my stepdad. That's going pretty good. You know, YouTube, the algorithm hasn't really picked it up yet. You can tell when it picks you up because you start getting views on your shorts. So I've been making like a shitload of shorts on that channel, just of the episodes. The episodes are about in between an hour and 10, an hour and a half, and then you can just clip a bunch of, you know, clips out of it and stuff. So that's kind of cool. You know, my stepdad's 80 years old, so you know, I get to spend time with him. You know, BS with him. We can collaborate on this stuff. It's pretty cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna end the video there, guys. Please give me some subscriptions if you haven't already. It helps my channel. I need to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. If I had more subscribers, because that company I'm dealing with, they wanted a link to my YouTube channel, and they're like 168 subscribers. I'm like, yeah, it's still growing. But anyways, subscriptions help. So alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.